Hello, my art friends. I know you can't see this whole mirror because it's just too big, but I have a mirror class coming up, and I thought my neighbor gave me this mirror, so now I have one I can play with, and it'll be fun to see if I can get it to work the way I want it to, and then, yeah. We'll just play with this and then people can see what my mirror class is going to look like too, I guess. So this is an IOD transfer. It comes in a very large sheet. They're a little pricey, but they're just so wonderful. That's all I can say. I love them all. I'm addicted. So they come on a sheet, a big sheet, like I said, I've cut apart, but this is what it looks like. It has I guess I'll call this a backer sheet, but I'll call this a backer sheet too, so I don't know. That's confusing. But anyway, this is sort of a very thin layer of paint, and it's a rub-on. So I know I want it to go right there, and it sticks. So it's really so easy. I've shown this a couple times. And on mirrors or windows, they're really pretty simple to do. It's already starting to see how it's already coming up. I'm not sure if that's in the frame yet. Sorry if it's not, but you will see it in just a minute here. So you use this little stick that they have that comes with it. It's kind of like a glorified popsicle stick. You see how easy that came off? And then you take your fingers and you go over it. And then once I get it all on here, I'll take a soft cloth and go over the whole thing and really burnish it. But on glass and mirrors, things like that, it's really quite simple. Really goes fast. And you just have to be really careful to keep it on that backer sheet until you get it where you're gonna ultimately have it, because once it sticks, oops, okay, that's gonna be a little, I might have to cut this because I got that a little, I don't have my scissors. Well, let's see here. I stuck it down. I don't know if I can get it up at all. Well, I guess I'll just do it there. So a little tiny piece broke off, but that'll be okay. It just stuck a little sooner than I expected it to, and so it got a little bit of a wrinkle. Well, there you go. You can see how easily this comes off. It's just really, it's really magical. And if somehow you pull it up and a little piece is still stuck on this, you just lay it back down and keep going with it. These are just so fun. And you can put them on walls and furniture, and they're like the old rub-ons that we put on cards, only these are like on steroids, I'd say. They're much better quality. They're just beautiful. They have beautiful patterns. Again, it's IOD, Iron Orchid Designs. You can look them up. Now, they don't sell off their websites, but you can look wherever you live and see if there's someone near you that sells them, or you can also they give you you look the closest to your city and you can find one, or you can just you can order them off of, for instance, Elsie Lane Boutique or Jamie Ray Vintage. They both have them. And they carry almost everything, so it's really nice. And these are neat too, because you can just layer them on top of each other. Now, I haven't quite decided. I got a few other little pieces here I might use. I just haven't quite decided yet. I know I want to use the blue flower. Well, that would be good there. So, oh yeah, that'll be really good there. Perfect. So it's very nice that you can lay them on top of each other. And I mean, you want to see pretty much the full thing, but you know, once in a while, especially with flowers, you know, you might have one in front of the other or something, so that works out fine. I'll tell you, it feels a little different where it's on top of one already. It's a little different feeling as far as when you're pushing on it and everything. So this little tiny stem. Let's see, where would a good spot for that be? Not sure, maybe I won't use that on that. Let's look at this. Now see, I have this one little tiny green thing here. It's a leaf. I could kind of do this like this. Or I could put it up here maybe, but I've kind of got some other things I want to do. I don't know, maybe I won't use those. We'll see. I can always go back to it. Now, once you have these on, like I said, you'll take a soft cloth and really push on it, but they're pretty good on mirrors and glass, like I said. So, you do not ever want to use, like if you want to clean your mirror, now this is a really old mirror. You can see it's got this really cool cracking in it. It's probably from the, oh, I'm guessing this is from the 40s maybe or something, just by the style of the window maybe, and the knob and everything. And this is an original knob on it. So this is really old. It's almost, you know, has that mercury glass look to it where it's kind of not perfect in some areas and worn off on the back and things like that, which I like, so that doesn't even bother me. So I'm just going to add to that, and I'm going to use a little bit of black paint. Now you could use, or I'm sorry, well, maybe I'll try one with paint, and then I'll try Stays On ink. I know that works also. And that'll give you a couple ideas of how this works. So you lay a little, let's see, you probably can't see that. You lay a little bit of paint out. You do, for this you really need a brayer. It's just really the best way to do it. So I'm gonna leave that there so maybe you can see it. And this is just an old piece of what a transfer came on. It's really handy. I have white on one side and black on the other, so it's pretty handy. Then you just roll it up and put it away. So you just get a little paint on. And then this is also, I'm using IOD stamps from several different sets. So I couldn't really even tell you which sets right now, honestly. Now, I don't know, sometimes paint dries pretty fast, but I could probably get this off if I don't like it, but I'm not gonna worry about it too much. I don't care if it's solid. Like I said, the mirror, you can see the frame even. It's got a couple, 3 layers of paint, and it's all cracked off. And all I did was wipe off what was sort of coming off and sealed it, because I like the look of it, so I didn't really want to have a perfect paint job on it. All right, let's see what happened here. I'm all right with that. Let's see if I can get a little more off there. Oh yeah, cool. All right. So I think I'll do this one in the black ink. Oh, I'll do those in the ink. I'll do this in the paint. So I got a little more paint on here. Not too much though. Not quite enough probably. Paint dries pretty fast when it's this thin. So it's a little hard to get a really nice image sometimes. So if it doesn't work out, I could probably ink it up again and go right over the top of it. I could try it anyway. I could always, oh, that came out pretty well. Let's see if I can get those wings a little bit. Well, let's see if I can maybe I'll just sort of Scrape a little on there and see if I can get it to go on there. You know, because you're not going to be using Windex or anything on this, so your paint's not a big worry. I'm all right with that. I like it. It doesn't need to be perfect. So I'm just going to set that off to the side. And if you're using paint, normally what I do is I have this little, just one of those aluminum things that you put food in. And I just throw my stamps in here, and then I usually would have some water in here, but I don't have any water with me right now. And then I'll just let that soak for a while and then wash it off. If I ever remembered everything, it'd just be a miracle, wouldn't it? Always forgetting something. All right, so let's try this here. I'm going to leave this. This is the sheet that the stamp came on, and it's pretty handy for stamping. So I think I'll put this under here so I don't get that on the mirror. You know how sometimes your ink gets in places you don't want it. You want your ink to be pretty juicy. Let's see how this goes. Don't know. All right. Oh, wow. I love it. I don't know if you can see that. I'll try to look and see if I can see, if you can see it. All right, I'm going to add a bee up there. Bumblebee. Yeah. See, I don't have this stuck on. I wonder. Well, we'll see. All right, here we go. Stays-on ink isn't wonderful for the, you know, it gets a little gooey too sometimes. So you have to clean them. Oh, that came out great. Now, this is one of the IOD stamps. Look at all those beautiful stamps. I mean, they're just incredible. I'm going to try to not get carried away with this. As much as I would love to just put it everywhere. But I think I'm going to kind of leave it at that for now. Oh, that's so pretty. I just love it. I mean, you could take your, you know, you could put your name on here. You like maybe your last name or whatever you'd want. Or you could say something. There's so many things you could do. So I'm just gonna simply turn this around and try. I'm gonna go over and see if I can hold it so you can see it better. Let's see here. Maybe we'll put this under here to. All right. So, well, I love it. I love the way it came out. I don't know. I think. So can you see how beautiful that is? You can also sand the IOD transfers lightly. Let's see, where's that top part? There we go. And that's really pretty too to do that. Well, I love it. And for my art ladies where I live, this is the class. If you like this, please give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and I'd love to hear any comments, and watch my other ones. And I've got a free art project I can send you, and it's watercolor, and I can send the paper to you. All you have to do is go on that particular one and say that you would like to do that class, and I'll get your address and I'll send it to you, and you can follow along on the YouTube. And just, it's pretty simplistic, and I just bought generic at the grocery store watercolors for that one, just to show you that you don't have to have all kinds of fancy things. So I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks so much. Have a great day.